Peace Collective. My name is Kay, and I'm a messenger of the universe. Welcome back to my channel, y'all. Even if you're new here, this is not the first time that our souls have crossed paths. Let's get started with this channeling and see what messages are coming out for y'all and what y'all need to know. If you were drawn to this thumbnail, I already just feel like y'all are leaving people speechless. That's why I didn't even leave any words on the title. I didn't even have an idea for what I wanted for the title because I had the words wow or OMG or something at the bottom corner of the thumbnail. I included that because I just wanted to have words on there, but I didn't know what words I wanted, so I just did that. So I kind of feel like for this collective, a lot of y'all are leaving people speechless, and your accomplishments, who you are, what you've done for yourself and what you've done for others is leaving people like almost like in shock, because they really didn't think you would do it, or they didn't think that you would persevere, or they didn't think you were as strong as you actually are. And honestly, some of these people tried to mess with you mentally, or they tried to get in your head, and they tried to, have you think you weren't as precious as you actually are. And, they probably spent their time, their energy, and their resources into trying to knock you down a peg or trying to humble you in a way, and it didn't work. Some of y'all didn't even know this was going on. Like, it just be one-sided beefs going on where people are, like, trying to make you feel some type of way, or they just feel some type of way because of whatever reason that they've been associating you with behind the scenes that you don't know about. But I feel like for this group, a lot of y'all are leaving people speechless, because it's like even the people that don't like you have to admit, like, dang, they did that, like they ate that, they did that. And I feel like a lot of y'all are picking this up in your dreams, or you're just getting these intuitive messages. I'm getting some of y'all could be seeing spiders too, a sign of protection, and even the goddess Neith. Y'all should look that up. She's the goddess, I believe she's the Egyptian goddess of creation, and her symbol is like of weaving. Some of y'all could be into crochet, or you're interested in like knitting or some practice of weaving, using your hands to create something. I also got the affirmation, I create. So a lot of y'all who chose this group are creators, and I feel like whatever you've been creating for yourself or for the world, or what you've been creating behind the scenes, is something that's actually shocking people and leaving people speechless when you show them what it is that you've been working on, or you show people what it is that you've been keeping a secret. And I feel like your transformation, I'm actually gonna pull cards, and I'm gonna see what it is that's leaving people speechless. But intuitively, I'm picking up like something with travel here. Maybe some of y'all are traveling, or you went somewhere. You could have gone to a place that was shocking someone. It's also a Thursday when I record this, so that's ruled by the planet Jupiter. So I'm getting like some of y'all could be Sagittarians, 9th housers, and I'm really getting like something with, I feel like for this group, it has to do with how you handle drama. Like, you're very wise. You know how to handle tough situations. You know how to stay afloat in toxic situations, or you know how to navigate in certain dynamics that other people don't know how to navigate in. And I'm getting people are shocked that you knew how to find your way out of a situation. People are shocked that maybe you found a job or a career in a unconventional way. Maybe y'all didn't go to college and you found a way to get a job in a field that's kind of difficult, competitive field or something. For others of y'all, you went to school, but the field you want to work in is still competitive, so you just are confused. But I feel like a lot of y'all, like if you have a competitive exam, for example, I feel like a lot of y'all are going to do exceedingly well in your tests. And I really feel like for this group, you're just going to realize like not giving up is your superpower. A lot of y'all are going to realize like even when you have failed in certain attempts, or you were rejected or denied, it's not because you didn't have what it takes. It's because a lot of y'all are overqualified for these positions. And I did a video recently where I talked about how some of these people don't want you to outshine them, or they don't want you to outshine someone else in the room. I kind of get like some of y'all could be, that's the reason why some of y'all are being held back in these fields, in certain fields, because they know what you're truly capable of. They know your potential. They know that if they give you that loan, or if they give you that financing, you're going to take it and make it into something even greater. So I feel like you could have some people that are working against you actively. Maybe they don't agree with your beliefs, especially with the 9th house energy. Some of these people are like conflicted with your belief system, or maybe you don't have the same religion as them, so they could try to limit your positions with career, or they try to downplay your belief systems because they differ from yours. And also conspiracies. Some of these people can be making conspiracies about you. But now I'm going to actually pull cards now that I'm done with the channeling, the intuitive channeling. And we're going to see what else is coming out for y'all collective and what y'all need to know. The song that I'm getting for this group is Hallie. Not Hallie, it's called Angel by Hallie. She's like, black girl with the black girl hair, took a little sun kiss just to look like this. God said you're an angel. I really feel like for this collective, a lot of y'all are realizing like you are very, very talented. You're very gifted people. And some of y'all have the name Angela, Angelique. Not 4 cards coming out. Should I pull these? No, I'm not going to pull these because I just wanted 1 card. 1 or 2 cards is good. But I really feel like for this group, a lot of y'all are angelic spiritual beings and you have a very high frequency. I feel like a lot of y'all, I'm looking at your spiritual body, is standing out. I'm seeing auras with the colors yellow. I'm seeing, what's that color called? It's teal or aqua. I'm seeing a white color too, like very white auras around your spiritual bodies. And I feel like for a lot of y'all that represents how your energy is very lighthearted and pure in a way where you guys have a very genuine way of navigating yourself in the world. I feel like you guys have not compromised yourself morally, or you haven't compromised your values. You have strong second house placements. I'm getting like y'all have strong morals and values, and something, it keeps you safe, it keeps you protected against drama and negativity. And even when there is drama around you, you get vindicated very quickly. Or even when people try to rally others up against you, it never works in their favor in the long term because you are divinely inspired and divinely favored. So a lot of people in the end are going to see that you are an earth angel, that you are someone who needs to be vindicated or defended and protected. And being an angel is not just about like being some sweet, soft being. It's about being like a warrior type of spirit. Like angels are people who have been through it and they have been tested or challenged. Their faith has been tested or their loyalty has been tested and they still don't bend. That's what a pure person is, or an angel is in this case. And I feel like the causes that you've been defending or fighting for are causes that have been helping others, that can see you, that can recognize like what you're doing and recognize that the work you're putting in is helping others, even if they don't agree with it or see that what you're doing is something that they would necessarily do. I feel like it's about people understanding like you see the world in a different way, or maybe y'all just work in an industry where like not that many people know about it, or you're still working in an industry that's on a come up. And I feel like a lot of people are seeing you, the way that you move in this industry, and they see that you're genuine here. They see your sincerity, your dedication. I'm getting a lot of Taurus energy. Some of y'all could be deciding to go back to school, or you could be getting accepted into a school, because I was getting an acceptance letter intuitively recently. Okay, the Emperor card really wanted to come out. So some of y'all could be first housers too. You could be Aries placements. Again, Temperance is Sagittarius too. So a lot of y'all are healers. Something with your identity has to do with being a healer. And I feel like a lot of y'all are also very bold people. You're the type of person that can really put yourself out there. And there's something about your confidence that really stands out to others. And I feel like other people can see this Emperor quality in you, that you have the power to control a room, or you just have the power to take control of a business or a dynamic where you know how to be the one that's in control, or people look up to you in some way as like a boss or someone that they look up to and respect. And I really feel like for this group, a lot of y'all could be healers with the Temperance card coming out next to it, because the Temperance card represents a sort of healing or an antidote. As you can see, like there's a syringe in that picture, and it kind of makes me think of them finding a cure, because that's the zombie deck. So I kind of feel like the Temperance card in this deck represents like the cure, the cure all for everything. So a lot of y'all are what a lot of people are going to for healing. A lot of people seek you for wisdom and counsel as well. And people really find you to be very wise and bold. I'm hearing like some of y'all have very interesting experiences, or the stories that you tell are very captivating. And you're someone that people respect and admire. Some of you could be parents, or you could have a spirit guide here, an ancestor here that's like a grandparent. Some of y'all have an ancestor or a spirit guide that's a child even. I'm getting a young child, and an older man. You can look at the emperor image and you can like kind of pick up what I'm putting down here. But I feel like a lot of you guys know something. The collective is realizing you're knowing something. That's what's leaving people speechless. You know something that maybe you shouldn't know, or you know about something that other people thought you didn't know about. They thought you weren't hip to it, or they thought you wouldn't catch on to them playing you, or you thought they wouldn't catch on to them stalking you or something, and you caught on to it. Others of y'all, it has to do with like your healing energies, your healing abilities. Other people are realizing like your abilities are leaving them speechless. How you have the ability to heal others through your voice, or even just through the way that you lead. You're very assertive, very confident, and very bold. And you're someone that can capture the attention of a lot of people. And I really feel like for this collective, you're realizing your power to leave people speechless. And I feel like a lot of y'all know how to heal others, and you know how to show others the way to their own healing. When people listen to your advice, it works. And people just realize like you're not BSing them. You give people useful advice or guidance. There's something about you just telling people like put stuff to action with the Martian energy, the Mars and Sagittarian. That's a lot of fire signs. So I feel like a lot of y'all inspire people by like you put a fire in them, you put an inspiration in them. Like after they listen to you, they want to get up and do stuff. They want to finally get up and make something of themselves in their life. I really feel like y'all have this energy where you can inspire others. Other people have made you a muse of theirs because you have the ability to inspire others to get up and do something with themselves, to create something, to be confident in themselves as well, to get over heartbreaks too with ease and grace. I feel like a lot of people are surprised the way that you handled a heartbreak, or they thought you would be heartbroken, or they thought you would be distraught. And a lot of y'all are just very calm, or you just moved on with ease. And I'm just seeing like a lot of people some of these people thought that like if it were them in your shoes, it would break them. Like a lot of these people just are not you. They don't see the world through your eyes. They don't see life the way that you do, with this sort of optimism that you have. Like when something is lost from them or something is taken away from them, they see it as like a loss, an L, something they can't recover from, something that's doomed, they're cursed forever. A lot of y'all don't take that approach to your life and to your problems. You take an approach where you're like, okay, on to the next. I know there's greater out there for me. Like if I manifested this, imagine what else I can do with my powers. Like I feel like a lot of y'all have this half glass full mentality, and that's what gets you ahead and puts you ahead of other people. And a lot of people are just shocked at how you've moved on from a heartbreak, or how you've moved on from a situation, how you've moved on even from like a hometown or from your family, and you didn't look back. And a lot of y'all are just thriving, and you're honestly doing a lot better than they expected. I'm hearing like a lot of y'all are impressing people with the way that you've been materializing your dreams, and how you've been able to go after your dreams and make it work for you, even if it's slow. Like I'm hearing a lot of y'all understand the process is slow, but you understand that you're going to persevere through it. You're going to stay strong through it, and you're going to heal yourself through it, and use your gifts to support others, to support yourself. I feel like a lot of y'all are finding your way in this life, and a lot of people are impressed because maybe they thought you couldn't do it without them, or you couldn't do it without taking a certain path, and you're finding your own way by following your own path and following your own knowing in this life. I feel like a lot of y'all are intuitively guided people. So if your intuition tells you to do something, even if it's unpopular, not something that everyone else agrees with at the time, it ages well. Like some of y'all could be Capricorn and Aquarius placements, and you see like something about your opinions age well, your guidance ages well. Some of y'all have your appearance stands out too. You're like the way that you look. And with the first house too, I'm getting some of y'all could be the youngest in your family. You could be the baby sister, the baby brother, the baby sibling here, or one of the baby siblings. If you're not the youngest, then you're the youngest of like the youngest brother or the youngest sister, if not the literal youngest of the family. And I feel like there's something about the way that you're like the baby, or in your industry you're a baby or something. Maybe you're very young for your field or for the place that you work in. A lot of the people that follow me and that resonate with my videos, y'all are older souls, and you like resonate with being very young but being able to grasp adult topics, and only being not really being able to keep up with people your age, because they kind of make you feel like you're being held down, or you're slowed down in a way. I kind of feel like you guys kind of are the people who've learned to develop yourself independently and outside of your friends and your family. And a lot of yourself, you have developed your identity as well. You know who you are. And a lot of people can't say that. I feel like that's your power here. You know who you are. Yeah, a lot of people are speechless because they see a lot of y'all, some of y'all are moving or on the brink of being able to move. And I see that somewhere you're moving to is going to be lead you to success in a way. I'm seeing Cancer energy coming out here with the moon. And I'm also seeing that a lot of y'all are going to be deciding to move forward with something like to a new career or a new job or changing your major. And I'm seeing that this is going to really work out for you and be very successful, a lot more successful. And a lot of you are going to be willing to put in the hard work, because it's like you're going to take this path and you're going to know it's not going to be easy. You're going to know that you're going to struggle, but you know that this is what's meant for you, and you're willing to struggle for this. You're willing to really sweat for this. You're willing to put in the work because it's something you really care about. It's something you're very connected to, your emotions, connected to your passion and your heart. Some of y'all could have taken a period of isolation with the Chariot here. And during that isolation is when we go through a lot of spiritual acceleration and growth. And it kind of propels us in a way. Because with the Chariot card, although it can represent like a car and forward movement in a literal sense, it is representative of like how we gain wisdom spiritually. And that's what propels us in life to enjoy those experiences. And like if we travel or go somewhere, we learn to take in take in a breath, smell the flowers, look at the trees, like really enjoy the moment here and experience things as they're happening and going, and enjoying the moment rather than trying to wait for the next moment or planning for the next big thing. I feel like a lot of y'all are learning to just enjoy the moment, and that's what's accelerating your growth spiritually. It's literally like a reverse psychology thing where it's like when you finally take a break, when you finally spend time alone, all of a sudden everything's propelling at the fastest rate that's ever happened at. And a lot of y'all are warriors. You're people who have fought for things. You fight for what you love, or you just defend what you love with the 901. Some of y'all are just exhausted. You're tired of working all the time. You're tired of fighting. You're tired of like having to put in all this work, and you're not sure if it's ever going to work out. And I feel like a lot of y'all, like, look, 9 of Cups and 9 of Wands next to one another. I really feel like a lot of y'all are, this is something you really love to do. You're connected with your emotions. It's connected to your passion and your inspiration. And you haven't really seen the results yet with the material realm, so you're kind of confused. Is this actually going to work out for you? And this reading is confirmation that I feel like your results are actually going to leave you speechless. Your results are going to leave not just others speechless, but yourself, because you've been working so hard and you're used to earning pennies for your work. You're used to earning dimes. You're not really used to earning so much, or you're not used to being able to support yourself the way that you will be in the future. And I'm seeing for you, it's a slow and steady climb to success. Some of y'all could expect it to blow up fast, but it didn't happen that way. But it's going to happen in a way where even when you do blow up, you're going to have people consuming your older content, people who want to see what you were up to years ago. And a lot of y'all have older videos, and you have, especially if you have timeless content that other people can just watch and go back to all the time. Some of these people just watch your videos just to hear your voice. Some of these people just watch your videos because there's no one else they would rather listen to. They'd rather listen to you because they trust you and you always give bomb advice or guidance to them. And some of y'all have been working so hard and you're wondering if it's going to work out, if you're going to see the return in your investment and your energy. And the truth is you will. And I feel like a part of this story that you're supposed to tell is you're supposed to be like, listen, what I have didn't come easy. It's really not easy in this field, especially because if you're working in a field that's very flashy or it looks fun and cute to work in, but putting in the actual effort and work and seeing the results isn't so fun. And I feel like a lot of y'all are kind of meant to show people a more like realistic side to the industry you work in, or craft, to the people surrounding you is what I meant to say. Because I feel like whatever industry you work in, maybe there's a little bit of like people think it's easy for you, or people think like you got famous fast or whatever. And I feel like a lot of people don't realize how much work and effort you've put in, how much time you spent reading or learning things, how much time you spent observing people, observing situations, observing how people respond to it, observing yourself, working on yourself, breaking habits and addictions that don't serve you. I feel like a lot of people don't see what's going on behind the scenes for y'all. So I feel like you're going to leave yourself speechless, and you're going to leave others speechless with your accomplishments, because people thought you would have given up a long time ago, or they thought you would have honestly just not worked as hard as you actually did, or they didn't know that you would put in as much effort. They didn't know you were as passionate about the things that you do, or they thought you were doing it for money. Whole time you're just doing it because you just love to do it. And I feel like a lot of people underestimate you, and you may not even tell people like what you're doing behind the scenes, or you may not tell everyone every little thing about who you are, so they assume based off of what they see. And I feel like for a lot of y'all, you're just realizing like you maybe y'all not intentionally secretive, but you just don't feel the need to be flashy all the time. So you don't tell people you have a certain job, or you don't tell people you have a certain major, you have a certain whatever. But you kind of notice it weeds out certain people when you leave certain information out, and even if it's not intentional. And I feel like a lot of y'all are just realizing, like, the apple, I'm hearing the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. Someone could be like very much like their family, like they don't want to be, they want to be like their family or something like that. It's kind of a side note here, but I really feel like for this group, this is about y'all putting in a lot of effort and energy towards something you love and not sure if you're going to see the results. And the energy, the message here is don't stop believing. You can resonate with the song No Love by J-Mac and Don't Stop Believing by Journey. This is literally for y'all. You're going to realize the journey is what's important for y'all, and enjoying the moment, slowing down, smell the roses, and seeing that all of this is a journey for you to experience, and to take in all of these moments with gratitude and appreciation, and to realize, like, you can't replace these moments, these minutes that you spend, especially if you spend them with sound mind, with peace of mind, with a sound consciousness, with sane mentality. Really treasure these moments. If you're healthy, if you can breathe well, if you're healthy in any capacity, you can walk well, you can breathe well, you can sit, and you can move around in your body freely without any sort of limitations. I really feel like that in itself is something to be grateful for. Everyone doesn't have that experience. So this is about just learning to appreciate the little things, appreciate you being able to wake up in the morning, being able to see your dog, or to see your family, or to see your kids another day, or to see the flowers in your garden, or to hear the birds outside. Because none of these days are really promised to us. We just hope that they come to us when we go to sleep at night. And we assume, because we're so used to waking up like that, we are going to wake up. But there is no guarantee with all of these things happening. So I feel like a lot of us are just slowing down. With this video, this collective reading is about slowing down and enjoying the moment more. And listening, hearing what nature has to say, hearing what other people have to say as well. And that's the beginning of wisdom, is slowing down, spending a little bit of time to yourself, getting to know yourself. I'm getting like a lot of y'all just taking a deep breath. I'm seeing a lot of scenery and spending time out in nature. Some of y'all, especially if you're earth signs, if you have earth in your 4th house, spend some time out in nature. It's really going to heal you. Around greenery specifically, I'm also seeing mountains. Some of y'all could be interested in going to the Grand Canyon as well. Okay. There's something about your energy being very organized. It's very polite now, or it's very matured. You yourself are becoming a lot more mature, and I think that's what's making you stand out to others. That's what a lot of people are talking about, and while people are speechless, they didn't know that you were as wise as you actually were, or at the time maybe they called you crazy, or y'all came off as that way. You came off as someone who didn't know what they were talking about, or they tried to downplay you or act like you didn't know. But in reality, you've always known all along what it is about yourself, what it is about your future. You're not really here to listen to what others have to say, especially if you're on an intuitive mission, an intuitively guided mission, and you know things that others don't know, or you know things about yourself that others don't know, and you know you're supposed to make certain decisions for yourself, not necessarily for other people. That's kind of the message here, though. You're gonna like learn to trust yourself more, and a lot of people are talking about how you do trust yourself, and this is what makes you stand out here, that y'all do trust yourself. You're very bold. And I like how all the fire signs came out too, so a lot of y'all could be utilizing the fire element right now, embodying that energy of being dynamic, changeable, even being a little bit destructive sometimes. You know, sometimes the fire signs, you know, it's called not fire sign for nothing. Like, it can destroy things, but what happens after destruction is rebuilding. So it's really about having a spark in life, not letting ourselves be burnt out, especially when we do have productivity and creativity in our veins. I really feel like for this group, a lot of y'all are very extremely productive, honestly. I feel like a lot of y'all could even be overproductive. And I feel like a lot of y'all are just realizing, like, your power could come so naturally to you. To you, it's like, I don't know, it's like chewing gum. But for someone else who's an outsider, they think you're like doing the most, you know? Like for you, it could be feel like chewing gum. But I feel like that's because it's so normal to you. It's who you genuinely are. It's a part of who you really are. So a lot of people are realizing like this is who you are. You're not fake, or you're not doing it for a trend, or you're not really doing it to appear a certain way. People genuinely care about you and like love you. And I really feel like a lot of y'all are just beautiful people. You have beautiful souls. Some of y'all could watch Alice Love Exists Visions. I love her channel a lot. And on her collective video, she talked about people who have a siren-like quality and how those types of people, they can attract a lot of like love interest when you have like a siren energy, and you can also attract jealousy from people who are interested in people who like you. So I feel like a lot of y'all could be in that sort of vibe as well, where you're very hot with the fire energy, you're very attractive to others. So it's making other people outside of the people who love you even notice you. It's making your haters realize like you are pressure, or it's making people who don't like you see that you're pressure, and they can't deny it. I'm hearing jealousy. Some of y'all could be dealing with jealousy too, in like a certain energy, or someone feels like you're trying to take their man or something. And yeah, Scorpio, investigate. A lot of y'all are nosy people, especially if you watch tarot. Like I feel like tarot's for like loyal people who like to be nosy. But I really feel like for this group, a lot of y'all are known for your like investigative skills. Some of y'all could be journalists or vloggers too. And I'm seeing for a lot of y'all, you're realizing you're learning what your skills are through the things that you do for fun, and you're realizing how these skills have been able to help guide you, and they've been helping you stand out too. I'm seeing like some of y'all are going to be shown what you're really good at, and people want to see you do more of this thing, and it could have to do with investigative skills or journalism. Seeing a lot of y'all being recognized too, your power being recognized. I'm seeing a lot of people just realizing how powerful you really are, and some of these people could have underestimated you or didn't think you were as cool or as beautiful or as bold or confident as you really are. They didn't really see this side to you before that they're seeing now. So I feel like this group, a lot of y'all are maturing. You could be Taurus placements too. I'm getting a lot of Taurus energy in general. So I feel like for this group, you're very stubborn when you want to be. And especially when it comes to pursuing the things, you're bold enough to start it and stubborn enough to finish it. So again, you see the results because you're stubborn enough to continue investing in things that you love and to cultivate it, to nurture it. The grass is greener where you water it, is what they say. So I feel like a lot of y'all are realizing like you're going to see your garden is starting to bloom, and it's going to happen very suddenly too, and it's going to pick up fast. So you're going to start speaking life into existence for yourself, and it's going to be growing very quickly and exponentially. So congratulations, collective. And yeah, if you guys are moving to a new city too, that's going to go well for y'all too. So thank you guys so much for joining me for this reading, collective. If it resonated, drop a like, comment, and subscribe if you want to join my beautiful community of my lovely ravens. My name is Kay. I had the pleasure of being your reader today, and I hope to catch you on my next video. Peace.